And you can see the chickens are coming down because they heard me. We have 4 barred rock chickens. And I'm gonna let them roam free while I do some video of the coop. Our barred rock chicks are about 10 weeks old, and they've been in the coop for about 4 weeks so far. So I'm going to give you a tour so you can see what you like about the design and maybe recreate it for your coop. Okay, so these are some posts we had from an old fence, so we went ahead and tried to use as much scrap material as we could so it would reduce our costs. So these are not buried in the ground or cemented down. We did that on purpose. That way at some point if we needed to move the coop, we could go ahead and just move the whole thing depending on, you know, if they need more shade or less shade. We might want to move this coop location. So these are just 2x4s for the door. This is a pro panel roof we recycled from someone we knew who recently redid their home roof. So we were able to use a piece of that. This is our dog who helps us take care of the chickens. And this is a 4x8 coop for 4 chickens. And this is the future egg box. They're not laying eggs quite yet. I think we still have another 8 weeks or so before they start laying any eggs. And we just have a chain here so we can vent it during the day when it gets hot. It's about 90 degrees right now, and it's mid-June, so it will get a lot hotter. This side we did a little bit fancier. We did a nice little window made out of an old piece of glass we had, and we put a little window box here, and we're gonna put a hook here, that way no raccoons or anything can climb up in here. And we purposely did the hinge on the top, that way if it's open and it rains, the rain won't get inside the coop. There's another vent on this side. I did a lot of research before we built the coop, and ventilation was one of the big things everyone was recommending. And there's another lock on this side, and this is where I clean out the coop. About once a week I clean it out. I'll show you the inside. So that's their little roost they've been sleeping on at night. And I have my clean out supplies right there. They don't bother it, so I just keep it inside the coop on a little hook. And the bottom is cedar and pine chips. And the roost is sitting on a 2x4 that's attached to the side there. And then we did put a little heat lamp in here. We had a cold spell, and so we needed to warm them up. They were still pretty young when we put them out here, so, but we'll be taking that out because it's a fire hazard, so we don't want that in here forever. And their little door, we've made it as small as possible, that way nothing could jump in here. And on that side is where I'll put the egg laying area once they're ready. So that's the inside. And the floor of the roost is painted white Rust-Oleum paint. It's really thick paint that We wanted to make sure the bottom was easy to clean and wipe down and disinfect. So they seem to like it in here. It was about to rain a few minutes ago and they came in right away into their little roost, so they know it's their home and it's where they need to be safe and warm and out of the elements. So the clean out area, I really wanted to make sure that it was big enough for me to comfortably clean the coop, and it was at a height that I could reach in easily and get to all the corners, so that was a big important thing for me. One other thing I want to point out is this hardware mesh is about 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch, so it's pretty small. And we went ahead and buried some hardware mesh out underneath this earth, about 18 inches out. That way any raccoons or coyotes could not dig underneath the coop. So we dug down about 1 foot and then 18 inches out and buried hardware mesh in there. I'll be posting videos. We did have one chicken that hurt its wing, so we're caring for that one right now. It's just a minor injury, but I am videoing the progress and taking pictures so I can post that as well in case anyone has a similar issue with their chickens. And I'll also be posting a video on how to leave your chickens when you go on vacation. Come inside. Good girls. If you have any questions, please post them in the comments and I'll reply as soon as I can. I'm still learning about chickens, but if there's anything you all can help me learn, or if you have suggestions how I can further build out their coop, please post in the comments below.